Aye?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, we need a motion. Village Coach Strobel is hereby authorized to attend New York State Conference of Mayors Seminar on Personnel Management and Labor Relations, November 10, 2010 in Newburgh, New York. The registration fee is $100. Need a motion on that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Isn't anywhere any more far away or more interesting than Newburgh?
Well, they have in the town of Clay. I see that.
Clay?
I had never heard of that, but it's in Onondaga County. Which I heard lovely in November.
Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, whereas the Board of Trustees must designate by resolution publicly officers which are to be filed in the village election and the terms thereof. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Goshen designate the following officers vacant at the end of the current official year to be filed at the village election to be held March 15, 2011 for the following terms. 1 mayor for 2 years, 2 trustees for 2 years, 1 village justice for 4 years. It is further resolved that the village clerk is hereby directed to publish the resolution in full in the Goshen Independent. This resolution will take effect immediately. Okay, I'll need a motion on that.
I'll make the motion. I'm the only one not running.
Move it to the floor.
Okay, and we need a second on that.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, do we need to do a roll call, Meg, on this? No? Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Okay, a motion. The mayor is hereby authorized to sign a proposal from Lankin Tully Engineering and Surveying PC for sewer line replacement on Erie Street. The proposal includes $950 for topographic survey services, an estimated cost of $3,500 for engineering design services. Need a motion on that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just for clarification, this is to fix the sewer line on Erie Street that we recently had the overflow on during that big storm. This was not one of the lines that we were cited by from the DEC and was previously undiscovered. So we learned about this a few weeks back when it happened, and we are obviously not wasting any time in tackling this problem.
Okay, no further discussion. I'll call the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. We're hiring 2 part-time water meter readers for the Village of Goshen at an hourly wage of $15 per hour. On separate motions, Howard Weiss is hereby appointed part-time water meter reader for the Village of Goshen at a wage of $15 an hour. The appointment becomes effective upon satisfactory completion of a pre-employment physical exam and pre-employment paperwork. Need a motion on this?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
This is obviously long overdue. We've had a problem with getting the meters read, and obviously when they aren't read, they're done on an estimated basis, and I think it's time to get this moving so that we can get them read on a regular basis.
And they work approximately 2 weeks per quarter, so it's 8 weeks per year.
I'm sure Howard will be up to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I call the motion. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have a second appointment. Justin Lara is hereby appointed part-time water meter for the Village of Goshen, and that wage $15 per hour. The appointment becomes effective upon satisfactory completion of pre-employment physical exam and pre-employment paperwork. I'll need somebody to make the motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Further discussion? Okay, call the motion. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. There's school. We have 2 of our employees going to school. Thomas Lane and Daniel Selensky are authorized to attend grade D water treatment courses at SUNY Ulster. Classes are to be held on Tuesdays and Thursdays from November 2nd through November 23rd. Total cost for both employees is $800. Okay, need a motion on this?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? It's always good to have our employees become proficient in water treatment plant operations, and this will help Okay, I'll call the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, we're putting some stop signs up at the village of Farners Estates. No, the development of Farners Estates. Amending law section 54-93 to add additional stop signs. It's enacted by the village board. Village Code Amendment, section 5493 of the code.
If I can, just we have 5493, we list basically all the stop intersections in the village. And since trustee Char lives there, maybe he can.
Yeah, can I just explain to you the plain English?
Because you might make it in English, or I have to correspond with what's in the code.
Yeah, when you come into Harness, there's the four-way there of Maiden, Cahill, and Murray. We're gonna make that a four-way stop. And then as you go up Maiden, when you get to the second cul-de-sac on your left-hand side, we're going to make that a three-way stop. It's a very long run. It's been a little bit of a speeding issue, shall we say, trying to slow some people down. Mike and this crew put in stop signs a couple weeks, or not stop signs, excuse me, speed signs a couple weeks ago, but we want to also try to control traffic with a couple stop signs for safety purposes.
So those are the two intersections.
Those are the two intersections, yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna set a public hearing on this amendment to the village code for November 2nd at 7:30 or...
November 22nd.
22nd, I'm sorry. At 7:30 or shortly thereafter. So I need a motion on that, or? Yes, I need a motion to set it on November 22nd.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Call the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. That's all our business. Now we're going to the trustee report. Start with now. Sure.
Okay, Public Works. We've started to pick up leaves with the leaf vacuum. Please be reminded that the leaves should be raked to the curb only with no stones or sticks. Leaves should not be put in the street. They may clog drains and are a potential hazard to motor vehicle traffic. Yard waste collection ends for the season on Friday, November 19th. There have been some repairs made to some period lighting. Just wanted to add, Trustee Roddy mentioned at our last public meeting that he had some concerns about the proposed revisions to the local law regarding the OVH hospital district. And I know that we've had public hearing and then I think a continuation, if I'm not mistaken, of a public hearing and a lot of public comment on that. And I also have some reservations about that. We've continued to discuss this, and that's the reason why there has not been a local law that's been come back before the board to be voted on. I share some of the concerns that Trustee Roddy has that the law, as we've discussed, we've had a lot of sentiment here that we should be more expansive in the zoning that we're going to permit up there. But I too feel that what we've been discussing is going to be too restrictive, and basically the uses that we're going to permit there are going to be so limited that we're going to end up really not having anything that's really viable that we could use there. That we need to take a further look at that. So that's the primary reason why that has not been brought back before the board for a vote at this point. That's all I have. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Ed?
A couple things. Reminder this weekend, as we all probably know, is Halloween. There's a curfew in place starting Friday the 29th at 9 p.m. through Monday the 1st, ending at 6 a.m. that day. So 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. each of those days over that Halloween weekend. In anticipation of Halloween, our night shift patrols have inventoried all the streetlights in the village that seem to be out. Pass that on to DPW, and DPW I know is addressing that this week, so we can have a nice, safe, happy Halloween. And then, third of all, I can't comment on it much, but I know many people may have questions about it. Unfortunately, as you know, there have been a couple, one burglary and two attempted burglaries over the last couple days, or week or so in the village, and all I can say is it's under investigation. We have a lot of good leads on this at the moment, but Do want to thank a lot of residents once this got out there. A lot of people started calling in with what they hadn't realized might have been suspicious activity or things like that. So just want to remind people to be vigilant, and if you ever see anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to call the police. That's why we're here. And then finally,